What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. In this video I'll be talking about 10 games I have on upset alert. This is only going to be Saturday games since this video is going up on a Friday. So before I get into this video, if you guys like my content, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on, like the video. And to get into this video, I'm going to be starting off with number 10 on my upset alert, which is Pitt at Notre Dame. Pitt is 20-point underdogs in this game. I do have Notre Dame winning this game, but I think Pitt, they have a chance to upset Notre Dame because they always play Notre Dame tough. So I have to add them on this list. Pitt has a good shot at Notre Dame. It'll be a great game to watch. On to number 9 for the next game on upset alert. I have UNLV plus 7.5 at Fresno State. Now UNLV, they're a pretty good team. They're 6-1. They only have one loss, which comes to Michigan at the start of the season. So that's very impressive. If they played any other team, they could be 7-0. UNLV's been pretty good. I do think Fresno State will win this game, but Fresno State's definitely on upset alert. UNLV's not a bad team. So anyways, it will be a great game. I'm looking forward to watching that game. Even if I don't watch it like over the other big games, I will try to get some highlights from that game because it's always fun watching the better Mountain West teams. I almost said Pac-12. It's always fun watching the better Mountain West teams. So it'll be a great game to watch. At number 8, number 17 North Carolina plus 11.5 at Georgia Tech. Now, I said plus 11.5. I meant Georgia Tech plus 11.5 versus North Carolina. I accidentally put North Carolina plus 11.5. They are not the underdogs in that game. North Carolina's favored at 11.5. I think Georgia Tech has a big shot at upsetting this team. Georgia Tech, they play North Carolina close. They've played them close in the past. North Carolina's coming off a loss. Are they going to be able to bounce back? I don't know, because North Carolina, when they lose games after coming off of being undefeated, they start to go downhill. They lose 2 or 3 games. They just can't be at the top of the ACC. They're always falling down after everybody thinks they're legit. But Georgia Tech, they're not a bad team. Their defense is alright. They've battled with some teams this year, and I think at home they can possibly win this game. I think they will keep it close. I do have North Carolina winning. On to the next game, my 7th game on upset alert. I think this game should definitely be on upset alert with the way Texas played last week and Oklahoma played last week. I have both those teams on upset alert. But let's not get into Oklahoma yet. I'm getting into Texas and BYU. I had BYU plus 17.5 at Texas on upset alert because I think BYU is a good team. They have a good offense. Texas, they're pretty good too, but they don't have Quinn Ewers this week. And Texas, I don't think they're just going to come out and blow out BYU. I don't see that happening. I think it's going to be at least within like 10 points. So 17.5 is a big spread. If you guys are betting, I'd bet 17.5 on BYU. I think it's a good bet. But BYU, they have a good offense. They're going to keep this game close. On to the next game, number 6 on upset alert. Number 24 USC at Cal. Cal is 11-point underdogs in this game. I think a lot of people have this game on their upset alert, definitely with the way USC's been playing. But I think USC will bounce back in this game. It is at Cal, and Cal has shown some improvements on the offensive side. Cal's running game is pretty decent. Cal's not a terrible team. A lot of teams in the Pac-12 that aren't, they're barely even over 50, or they're not over 50. They're not that bad. Like Arizona, California, Washington State. Washington State's 4-3. They were ranked at the start of the season. They've kind of fallen out of the picture, but they're still a good team. And they proved that against Oregon State. But I do have USC on upset alert. Cal's definitely a good team, so don't count them out to pull off an upset. Next game, number 5, is number 6 Oklahoma at Kansas. I have Kansas plus 10.5 in this game. I think Kansas could pull off the upset in this game. So don't count Kansas out. Just like BYU, Oklahoma and Texas, they show that they can be competed with. Now, will both these teams bounce back? There's a chance, but I feel like these teams in the Big 12, they're not that bad. They're going to compete. They're fighting for a lot right now. It'd be cool for any of them. It'd be really good for their schools to knock off a top 6 team in either Oklahoma or Texas. Texas is actually number 7. So a top 7 team, I should say. Number 4 is Colorado plus 17.5 at UCLA. I think Colorado's going to win this game outright. Now, I could easily be wrong in this game, but I think 17 points is a high spread, and I think UCLA is definitely on upset alert. Colorado's coming off a bye. Colorado, they've had some ups and downs. And Stanford, they blew a huge lead at Stanford. Don't think they're going to come back and play like they did in that second half against Stanford. They're not going to play like that again. Travis Hunter, he's going to have the better game. I'm calling it right now. Dante Moore, he's good. He's decent, but he's just not there yet. He has its issues. So, Dante Moore, in a couple years, he's going to lead UCLA to possibly big things. This team's going to be really good. They have a good defense. Dante Moore's only a freshman if he doesn't leave UCLA, which is very possible. But we'll have to wait and see. On to the next game, number 3. My third upset alert, I almost said number 3, Wyoming. My third upset alert game is Wyoming plus 5 at Boise State. Wyoming definitely has a shot in this game. They have more than a shot in my eyes. I think Wyoming can win this game at Boise State. Boise State's definitely a tough place to play. They got a cool field, blue turf. But Wyoming's proven this season that they're good, and Boise State's not as good as they usually are. I don't get why the point spread is 5. I don't get why Boise State's favorited by 5. So that's kind of confusing to me, because Wyoming has been a good team. But I do have Wyoming winning this game, and I think they can win the game for sure. I think they have Boise State on upset alert. On to the next game, number 2. My second upset alert is number 8 Oregon at number 13 Utah. I got Utah 6.5 point underdogs. I do think Oregon's going to win this game and cover, but I definitely have to have this game on upset alert with the way Oregon has played against Utah in the past, and with the way Utah plays at home. Utah's a good team. They might not be an elite team because their offense it has its struggles. So I guess we'll have to see in this game. It's going to be a great game either ways. So definitely have Oregon on upset alert. I hope they can win, but we'll see. And on the last game, this game's definitely an upset alert in my eyes. I think Tulane is due for a loss sometime this season. Their only loss is to Ole Miss. They've had some close games after that they won. Rice is a good team. They're coming off a big win, 42-10 against Tulsa. So I have number 22, Tulane at Rice. Tulane? Hello? What am I saying? Number 22, Tulane at Rice, plus 10.5. I do have Rice keeping this game close. I actually don't think they're going to win it. I have Tulane 35-28. Now, I'm kind of saying all my score predictions and what I had the scores, because I already did my score predictions. If you want to go back and watch that video, go back and watch it. I have a couple videos on my channel if you want to go back and watch it, but my newer videos are a little better than my videos at the start. My first 2 videos were like really long, so trying to improve. And Tulane's definitely an upset alert. Rice has a good offense, so don't count this team out. And to settle everything, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's going to be a great season of college football, along with a great week this week. It's already a great season. I'm really excited for this week, because you got some big games coming up. You got Oregon at Utah. You got Duke and Louisville battling for a big win in the ACC championship, probably. This is probably going to be a battle for the ACC championship. Who's going to be in? We're getting closer to the end of the season, so playoff contenders, we might start losing some playoff contenders. If Texas loses, they're out. If Alabama loses, they're out. Alabama doesn't play LSU this week, but they play them next week. So I'm excited for that game. This week's not as hyped up as some of the other weeks are, but I still am super excited for this week because my team, Oregon, is playing Utah. And Oregon needs to win this game. So hopefully it will be a good week for me, because if Oregon loses to Utah again, I might just go cry in a corner. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and peace out, guys.